How was your week, man?
Good. It was busy. Yeah, it was surprisingly busy. We did a couple summer things with the kids.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you had that thing
for a. They were victim actors at a disaster drill, which was
that's cool.
Very comical.
A couple of mine showed up, didn't they? I saw them. I saw them hiding in the.
It was fun.
In the group pictures.
They got super into it.
That's fun.
It was weird driving the bus in the summer, but
it always is.
Yeah.
It's really warm. We've mentioned that before, I think. So if you drive a bus, we feel you, especially in the summer.
Well, all we have is that little fan in the corner.
One bus has 2 fans, and it's so nice because
all
I
it does
just
is
double.
dehydrate you faster. It doesn't cool you down.
You don't drink water anyway, so it doesn't
Right.
matter.
So that's the problem.
How do you even sweat? There's no
You feel,
liquid in you ever.
My dry tongue.
Um,
It's like leather, like a dog
like
tongue.
a cat's tongue.
Oh, God.
Speaking of cats' tongues, what do you think the? I don't know. It was
Okay.
we were talking about this the other day, and I could not stop thinking about it. What the heck is Fabio up to? You know, like the hunk that like they put on like romance novels.
I just want to know, like, is
is he still alive?
Is his hair still like the lovely
Yeah, is he still the
locks?
golden god? Like just a
Well, I mean, like,
a
you know, like
hunk?
you look at Arnold, like people are allowed to age.
Oh, yeah.
Like Arnold Schwarzenegger aged, and he aged well. You know, I feel like Fabio would also age well. I feel
hope.
like though
Goose.
that he may have a bigger issue.
look
with,
up Fabio.
with skin cancer.
That's what he used to look like. What about now? Oh, he's alive. 60. He's only 66.
What?
I don't know. Why did I think he was
He looked
older
like
than that?
50 back in the 90s.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, like he looked like he's
He wasn't-
56 years old right there. That's him now. He looks great.
Yeah, it looks like a member of a band,
Oh, wait,
Metallica.
or like like
There's the center one. It's a little
the
bit
center one starting to get a
Still not
little
bad,
droop.
though.
Not that was
still better than me
2018.
now. Same shirt.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think you have that shirt.
Oh,
don't
there's
you?
me, the MacGyver looking guy with the. Yes, that's me.
I
Yep.
don't know.
Yep.
When was the last time you walked by a mirror?
Oh, I don't know. It's been a while.
Do Fabio 2025.
Channing Tatum was Fabio.
Oh boy, the second one in is getting me a little
Nah,
bit.
he's fine.
That's a bad shot. That's the paparazzi's
Well,
fault.
he's seen
honestly.
running. Why would he run dressed like that? Or
Oh, running errands. I was gonna say you're right. That's a really odd outfit
taking out the trash.
to run a marathon in.
Listen, he's doing good.
His hair still looks great.
He still looks.
If
young.
I have
He
that
still
much
looks-
hair when I'm 66, I'll be.
still looks better than me now. So we'll leave it at
No,
that.
you're handsome
to
to someone.
to someone.
Well, you know what? Let's make a podcast. Why don't we do that, huh? Welcome to Non-Professional Development. My name's Ted.
And my name is Dave. So as you can probably see, we are not your ordinary podcast. We're here to make you laugh on your drive in and home from work.
But we do have a couple rules on our pod.
Yep.
The first one's so easy. Teaching is fun. It's okay to laugh at yourself and all the funny things that happen during your school day. That's why we're here.
Yes. Next up, no negativity. So, like rule 1, this is a lighthearted show, not a gripe session. So if we ever find ourselves or a guest being negative, we hit you with one of these buzzers.
And last, but super not least, between all the laughs, we want to make sure we give you some useful content.
Hopefully.
And we want to get some back from all of you too. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the episode. Welcome. Another episode in, buddy. We're here. We're doing the thing.
I got lost.
Yeah, it happens sometimes.
I have to start with this week only because I had one of those funny teacher moments where I looked up while I was driving the bus for that summer thing.
Yep.
I look up and in the aisle I see 2 hands holding.
Oh,
it,
no.
like across the seats, like across the aisle.
Summer
And
love.
I'm like, aw, and it just made me laugh because part of me wanted to yell like, get a room, like
Yeah.
that would not be appropriate for high school kids.
Yeah.
But pretty much ever in high
You know what
school.
I do
Well, anyway,
anytime I see them is I will start singing "My Heart Will Go On" by Titanic.
They
I
don't
don't
even
care.
know
if-
what that is.
They don't care. It's embarrassing if they're in the middle of the hall. I'll just start singing near, far, wherever you are, and it will usually move them along.
It's funny to me though, like because I was thinking about it on the bus. Is first kisses.
Oh.
So a lot of people's first kisses are in high school,
Yeah.
and Mine was not. I think mine was in elementary school. At some age. Most actually.
Elementary, you
most
dog.
Most are in elementary school, right? No,
Girl, I don't.
we're not talking like real ones.
No,
We're
I
talking
know,
like,
but like
first kiss or first
it's just
kiss.
no. It's first.
just like
First.
peck on the cheek. or-
First time lips touched lips.
I was in preschool.
What?
You
Yeah.
little
You
dog,
dog,
you.
Yep.
He's like, yep. The pace really stuck us together. Like,
there were nuns, and they had I took
you
this
kissed
girl.
a nun?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think I don't know
took-
if the statute of limitations passed on that.
Nope.
The Vatican's
I took this
calling.
girl. I kissed her behind the swirl slide in preschool.
The swirly slide,
And
that's
the nuns,
romantic.
The nuns had to call my mom.
They
And,
caught you?
Oh, they saw it. Yeah, and then they
Oh.
put
And
me
your
up.
mom was like, "That's my
they
boy."
They made me sit underneath a tree for
That's such torture.
probably too long.
Oh, you got so punished on that one. Anyway,
That's
so-
what jaded all of your love for the rest of your life, man. That's
So-
what jaded it.
So my first kiss has a weird like comes around story.
okay.
So my first kiss, I don't remember how old I was. It was definitely in elementary school, and it was in the swing set next to my house.
Okay.
Right. So my neighbor had a little swing set, and that my neighbor's cousin or whatever was over.
Not your cousin though, right? Because
No.
that's a really important part of the story.
She was maybe a year or two older than me.
Mhm.
And she was over, and we were just
Older gal, huh?
yeah, and we were swinging on the swings or something, and I it's one of those moments you remember. I remember I remember she it wasn't me that initiated. I had no idea what I was doing, right? And she kissed me. I'm like, wow, that was cool.
The
You know, like,
cougar.
yeah, it was pretty awesome. But like whatever, like we were so young. Like,
Yeah.
Never went further than that. And she went back home, and like
Yeah.
that was that. Well, we did remain friends like throughout the years, but like very distant friends.
Yeah.
And then circle back to late or to like mid 30s. I bumped into her, and I'm like, oh my God. And like we started talking, we started laughing, and she invited me to a party she was having at her
Mhm.
house. And I'm like, wow. But this was like
Rekindling old love.
this was like it was clearly like hey, let's give this a try. But when you think about it, that's a scary first try. I'm on her turf with all of her friends, her social circle, and I'm the outsider, right?
Because
So
the
I'm like,
last time
man,
it was your turf, it was a swing set.
that wasn't my turf. I was closer to my turf.
Closer to your turf.
But so anyway, I'm like, I'm definitely in. Let's do this. And she's like, okay, cool. It's an ugly sweater party. And I'm like, this is I don't
Beautiful.
I'm thinking to myself, this is good. I don't own a sweater, so like it'd be easy to buy an ugly one. Like, so I go to the what's that store that you buy the Salvation Army or whatever.
Oh, Goodwill.
Goodwill.
Yeah.
I go to Goodwill.
They got great ugly sweaters
Yeah,
there.
I go to Goodwill, and there's this like orange, like it was horrific. Not like Charlie Brown. Like this was just like it was like a burnt orange color with like it was just really ugly. Like there's
Yeah.
no pattern. Like this was before you could just go online
Like Amazon
and order
and-
an ugly
right.
sweater. Like this was literally
Just a horrible,
this
ugly
was-
sweater.
This was probably Jesus. It was 10 years ago now, and then 9 years ago. So like you literally had to like you couldn't order an ugly
right.
sweater online,
Like the light up ones.
or a print sweater, right?
Right.
Like that didn't exist.
Right.
Like you had to actually go get a sweater. And so this was a ugly orange sweater. So I go to the party. It was fun. Had a good time. Everything like that. Met a lot of people. You know, I'm a social guy. I had
That's true,
Had a good time. We had, I stayed past the departure of everybody else. You know, had a nice
Naturally.
had a nice night. But then, as I have learned, is that you got to keep them wanting more. So like you got to leave a little early. Like you don't overstay your welcome.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because that's
And,
also weird.
I frequently overstay my welcome in other situations.
That's why I made it very
Ted.
clear today after we record, you have to go home.
But you did actually. But in this instance, I left. I didn't stay the night. I don't even know if that would have been an option, but I don't, as
Right.
respect for her. But so I left, right? So at the time, I was driving. Mark, I had a for the listeners now, I drive like a mom mobile, a Honda CRV.
Is this when you had the truck?
I like it. I think it's a nice, and it's zippy, and,
Yeah.
I don't care about it.
Right.
You know, like, but I used to drive F-250 Super Duty extended cab.
I remember that
black
truck.
pickup truck,
Yeah.
right? Like this thing was like
It was a monster.
it was a beast, and you know, 5 miles a gallon or whatever. It was stupid, and like in my brain, I'm like, oh man, because like we think now like what our kids drive at school,
Right.
and like and how they're they want to define their lives by their vehicle. It's like,
Yeah.
man, what was I defining back then? Anyway, so I'm driving this truck home, right, and it's down in New Haven, Connecticut. So I don't know if anybody's familiar with New Haven, Connecticut, but it's a pretty urban city, but towards the edges of New Haven, like it's there's parks and there's like big parks, and so you're driving like through wooded areas
Oh yeah.
pretty regularly.
Oh, like state
So-
parks. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so like I'm driving to get to the highway, and I'm driving through these wooded areas, and I'm kind of smiling. I'm like, man, that went well. I was going, it was like rekindling. Like it's kind of fun. Like I like this. All of a sudden, no lie, this giant deer jumps out. Boom! I mean, this thing was massive. I mean, the thing was by far one of the biggest deers I've ever seen in my life. And I'm like, oh my God, that didn't happen. Right? So like I get out because like, I mean, this thing was huge, and it's not like I was going that fast. It's not like you're on the highway, you keep going and exit.
Right.
Like, no, this was like
you had a full
I'm going
stop.
outside to witness the victim. You know,
Right. Yeah.
So I get out of and there's nobody else on the road. Like I'm on an empty road. So the truck stopped in the middle of the road. I get out of the truck. The door's open. Like you can hear the ding ding.
Yeah.
Like picture this. All right. I'm wearing the orange ugly sweater. Like this is, you have to put yourself in the mindset. It's fairly dark. There's not a lot of street lights. You hear the ding ding. Like the truck lights are on. You know, like my heart rate's going a mile a minute because I just hit a freaking deer. I'm waiting for Bambi, his wife, to come beat me up. Right. So I walk around the front, and sure enough, this thing is huge and it's dead. I'm like, well, at least it's dead, because that would have been like horrific for me if I had to, finish it off barehanded. Like, how's that gonna work? Like, it's not. So I'm like,
Headlocked in a deer with their ugly sweater.
Right. I get you. But so I'm like,
Go to sleep.
I'm like,
Go to
I'm
sleep.
like, I'm like, man. So like, I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'll take off. But I was working. We had just started at the police department.
Yeah.
And so, or I was a couple years on or whatever. But like in my brain, I'm like, well, I don't have to report it, like, because I don't care.
Just a deer.
But
yeah,
in
it's
my
your
brain,
car.
I'm like, I can't leave this in the road. Like, it's huge. Like, it was a poorly lit area. I'm like, a car's going to come around, and, like, this is going to kill somebody else.
Right.
If I leave this in the road, they're going to swerve to the other side, or they're going to hit it or something. And so I'm like, I got to get this out of the road, right? So I'm like, oh, man. So I'm trying to drag it by a leg. It's not moving. I'm like, oh, my God. How am I going to get this thing out of the road? So I take off the sweater because now I'm getting hot, right? And so I use the sweater to wrap around its legs, and I'm pulling on this leg, right? And I'm like leaning, like moving it like an inch at a time, right? I get the thing off the road, right? It's, well, mostly off the road. This was not entirely off the road, but I get it mostly off the road, right? And then I'm like, oh, and so like I take a step back, and the sweater's like wrapped around his leg. I'm like, well, that looks stupid. So I took the sweater off, and I put the sweater on the deer.
Wait, like on it?
On it. I put the sweaters over the deer's head. Like, the arms obviously didn't fit, but I put the sweater over the head. Over the head.
Yeah.
And I left it. So the deer was wearing the sweater.
You put your clothes on the victim.
And then I left. And this was like also before cell phones were very popular. Like,
Yeah.
Like,
So it's not like you could take a
We still had
picture.
digital cameras, but
Right.
it wasn't like my phone probably had one. But so I left, and then the whole ride home, Mark, I'm like, Public Works is gonna find a deer with an ugly sweater and be like, that's an ugly sweater. No wonder he got hit. Like, he's committed. Like, but anyway, so that was that's the story.
Gotta bleep that one.
That's actually the story.
Cut that.
That's the story of my first kiss. Is it resulted in
You
20 years later resulted in
unaliving a deer.
in a deer wearing an ugly sweater in New Haven.
Do you think? So my only last thought on this, which is even funnier, is if What if she?
Think about that.
Yeah, but I'm just
think
saying,
about Public Works finding a deer wearing like what the
even
hell? The
even
deer
better.
is
What if
wearing a sweater?
What if she drove by on her way to like get coffee the next morning and saw the deer in the sweater and was like, "Was he a deer the whole time?" Like that you,
or drove by and saw me putting the sweater on the deer.
Yeah, it was
like that would have been also
like going
traumatic.
to get some takeout because like if it was 10 years ago, there's no DoorDash. Like, I'm gonna go get some takeout and there's you.
Putting the sweater on a deer.
Here's my last question: did you have an undershirt on, or when you removed the sweater, were you shirtless in the road?
I had a shirt underneath.
Oh,
because the ugly sweater was
probably December. It was cold.
First of all, that ugly sweater was like burlap. I'll never forget. It was the ugliest sweater I've ever seen in my life. But
Dickies,
it was literally
canvas
burlap.
jeans. Yeah.
Like that deer was very warm. I promise you that deer was
for
warm.
a little while.
But man, that was I've seen those with the balloons.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. But no, imagine that deer except twice the size wearing an ugly sweater. Like over the head,
festive,
it's on the
least.
neck. Yeah.
Left
it
it
was the
festive.
holidays, like deer left a good party, like just wandered into the road. It's the deer's fault, not mine, really.
I agree.
Did you ever hear back?
From the deer?
No.
No, Mark. I did not. From the girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like we talked for a little while. It didn't end up working out.
No.
She's awesome. If I started
at
now,
least the party wasn't a waste.
I'd still go give her a hug. She's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, we for our whole lives have always been on good
I got to be
terms.
honest.
She's awesome.
I did not see that M. Night Shyamalan. I can't talk today.
Shallot.
What did you
Shallots.
just say?
M. Night Shallots. I didn't see that twist coming in that story at all.
Hence why I brought
yeah.
it up. But anyway, so I have to
Wait, so why is
speaking of hence?
Yeah, speaking
So
of.
well, now this just seems silly. So Mark,
Sillier than what you just said out loud?
You were in the group chat the other night, and did Ted not use the word hence?
He did.
Did I?
He used I don't know if you can
I
read
did
it,
say
but he
hence,
said something. He goes. We were just asking.
Hence I'm not gonna have
schedule.
yeah,
like
I'm
when,
not going
when
to the store
we're-
to get snacks
when
or
we're when we're meeting or whatever. And he said hence, comma, and like immediately I'm like, oh, I need to say something about that. So
What's wrong with that?
So, well, I feel like there's a list of words. Mark, is there like a list of old, like medieval times words?
I'm sure.
Because
there
like
is.
like aforementioned, hence, like so.
That's more like Revolutionary War, not
No.
so much medieval.
No, that's pretty medieval.
No.
Hence is literally.
Oh yeah, I
in
guess
the
hence is probably medieval.
glossary of medieval terms. There you go. Jump on that bad boy. See,
I didn't say
skip
respair.
skip the first one.
the fop doodle.
Yeah.
Respair. I've never heard any of these.
No, see, I didn't
Respair.
say sparple. I didn't say that.
Never heard of castle.
Castle.
Yeah, that's the
different.
only one on that list that I
Go to 15 more. All right, flummox. Flummox is one. Fastidious. No.
Nefarious.
Nefarious. Oh, nefarious is a good one.
Yeah, I guess hence is probably in that.
But anyway, you got hence.
Mhm.
And so you said hence, and I'm like, oh man. So have you ever used those words with a student?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. They always look at you like, never heard that word. Like,
Yeah.
what?
I think I might have
Mark,
used.
It's so funny because high school students, like they don't. First of all, they don't know all the vocabulary that we do. Like, and we take that for granted. So like
100%.
you're talking to somebody and they use a word that you don't know, like you just you gloss it by. You don't be like, wait, what was that word? High school students, they don't do that. So like they don't know the words you say. And if there's words they don't know, like, so we constantly doing vocabulary where,
Mhm.
all right, highlight or circle the words you don't know. And then at the end you're like, all right, oh, really? What's this word, Jimmy? And he's like, it's like, yeah, why isn't it circled? And then somebody comes up with something. You got to kind of, because they're embarrassed to say that they don't know words because some kids know other words, some kids don't. And it's like, like I usually avoid having another kid define it for them because then that embarrasses them more because one kid knew it and one kid didn't. But I always, like, I'll very frequently throw in Old English to high school students because I know they don't know it. And I think it's hilarious. So like, but I'll do it in instances where there's no context. So they can't know what it means.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they can't deduce, which I don't even know if they would know what that word means, but they can't deduce what it means. Like, and so I'll just say, so because of our aforementioned conversation, and they're like you could see their eyes like they're just trying to play it off like, yeah, go on. But they have no idea like what conversation that was. Like, is that the future conversation? Is that the past tense conversation?
I think I've used hence before also with students. So then
Fortwit.
Yeah.
Fortnite.
Yeah. Yeah, to wit.
They think that
I know,
that's a video to wit.
Yeah, to wit. That's one.
I never remember that.
That's one of our old coworkers.
Thou.
Yeah, used
TH, is that THOU?
in like in our past life with like official paperwork that would go to court. One of our old coworkers would write paperwork like that and be like,
yeah, I remember.
you know,
I used to laugh.
two lunar cycles ago on an aforementioned eve.
I used to laugh
with a dew point to wit.
Yeah, I would read those. Though.
Yeah.
I'm like, I would walk in. I'm like, what is this? What is this?
It was like Shakespearean.
It's like it's proper court English. I'm like,
Yep.
no, it's not. No juror's gonna know what you're talking about.
For court in 1607.
Yeah. Which court are we talking about here? Like,
so I do use it at school sometimes. Like I've used hence before because I was pretty comfortable throwing it, or I didn't even realize.
Well, the thing with you and when you text is you don't like use commas or like anything like that,
which is very
Why
challenging.
would I do that?
It's very challenging.
So when you just read hence heads up, I'm not going to, and you just keep going, it doesn't flow.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I read it like three times, and I was like, it should have been.
I'm getting
like,
a hard time about
it's supposed to be hence
the
comma.
word,
At least
but
hence.
not. But you guys have a problem with my grammar, my syntax.
Yeah.
Or,
well, both.
or even hence just a heads up. Then I would have naturally paused after the hence.
So I have a question
I was like, is
for
this
you.
a typo?
So we need some English teachers. Where's there a goddamn English teacher when you need one?
Yeah, right.
With the two lines, you say what you're gonna say, and then two lines again. What's the difference between that and a parentheses?
I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't even know what you're saying.
You have like a sentence like, so say we went to the park, blah blah blah, dash, so, like three words, dash again, and it continues on. But it's almost like that was supposed to be in parentheses.
Oh, I don't know anything about that. I don't know the difference
What
of
do you
using
mean you know what that is?
I've never
dash,
seen it.
Dash.
I've never seen it.
Like the long.
No.
Like Morse code?
No. I don't even know what to Google.
Yeah,
It's a thing. It's a
English teachers, if you're
double
listening,
hyphen
please.
in English.
Yeah, please.
No, that's not gonna work.
Well, the keyboard isn't. Oh wait, it's this one. Yeah, I don't even.
No.
Oh, it's underscore.
Yeah. No, it's like
grammar dash grammar meaning.
yeah. Try that. How do I not know this?
See, I don't know when to use a colon or a semicolon either. So
Inflections. Yeah.
oh
Yes. Click on the thing. Wait, no. Scroll down.
You want me to click on grammar definition?
Yeah. Oh no.
no. All right, English
Hang
teachers.
on,
This is a
hang on,
challenge for
hang on.
English
I got an
teachers.
English teacher. I'm gonna call her.
All right, perfect.
This is gonna be.
This is important.
extremely embarrassing.
Please start off with we're on a
She's-
podcast.
She's savage to me.
Yeah, please
Shh, shh, shh.
remind her that she's on a recorded podcast.
She's so savage.
Put it closer.
Hello?
Hello.
What's up?
I have a question for you.
What?
What is the
Can you tell this person that
No.
they're on a podcast?
No,
They have
no.
to know that.
Brit? So
No context.
Brit, what's the when you have a sentence and you do two hyphens, a couple words, and then another two hyphens? What is that?
You're talking about you hit like the dash twice?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, well, what's the
Why do
difference?
you do that?
Well, yeah. Well, what's the difference between that and like a parentheses? Like, why would you choose one over the other? It's basically like
What
just
do you mean?
inserting a comment, right?
If you want me to be 100% honest, like for grammar rules now, you just want to be consistent.
So it's
So
a,
if you want it to be kind of like within the parentheses, you'd be providing like an example or like context of something. You would just want to make sure that you did that any other time that you did it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I've done both in a research paper, and that's always what I was told, because I sometimes would switch back and forth.
Does it have a definition, like a definition is it
Dude,
called?
you have access to Google?
Yeah, I don't know what to Google. I tried
Yeah,
Googling
we tried
hyphen
this.
hyphen,
We
and it
tried.
just says nothing. Like the last, like my,
What are you
like,
trying to
let me
use it
let me just
for?
tell you my search history. It's puka shell necklace, Mike Judge mailing address, period scheme 101, history of Crocs, Fabio, and the meaning of the word hence. That's my search history right now.
Okay. How is that relevant to this?
I don't know.
It's
I'm
not.
just saying that
Oh.
the 2 hyphens that I don't know what to search for that. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Okay, farewell.
Bye.
She hit you with farewell, dude. Oh my.
She usually says fare thee well, which is, you know.
Well,
I'll
thanks.
just say that didn't help at all.
No, I think I get it. She's
I think it's just
you
you're
can use
inserting
it
you're inserting
instead
a
of
thought.
instead of parentheses, you're using that.
Mid sentence, you're inserting a thought.
Yeah, they've changed grammar a lot, I guess. 'Cause
Yeah,
I never heard of that. So
well, like double spacing isn't technically correct anymore.
right.
I never did that.
Me either.
Don't waste my time with that space bar.
Oh, they did. Oh no, like double spacing, like in between the lines.
No.
Like double spacing
After
after
a period.
sentence.
Oh yeah, no. Ugh.
Never.
People at my work still do it, and I go
I
in
don't
and
like that.
correct it just for fun.
You go in and revert.
That's
it.
petty,
Yeah.
dude.
Revert. That
It's
is.
not pay, it's my job.
No, that's is it.
Yeah,
Revert to original.
yeah. Remember, Dave, I don't make screws.
Oh
Well,
yeah. I love that. So for our listeners, I didn't know what Mark did for his real job, and I thought that he made screws for some reason. And so we're at a barbecue, and I'm like, well, you wouldn't know. I'm like, you make screws, and he's like, what? He's like, I work for a nonprofit. I'm like, making screws? Like that makes no sense, Mark. Like,
Yeah,
anyway.
Dave. All I do is make screws, except I know how to do all of this.
Listen, I don't know what I don't know what anyway
Hobbies.
hobbies you have. All right, let's
You know what? Let's
ad
take
break.
let's take a break.
Throws his mic.
Okay, we're taking a break from our episode here to talk about our sponsor, Red Planet Resorts. Have you ever dreamed of swapping Earth's routine for the red sands of Mars? Well, welcome to Red Planet Resorts, your ticket to a luxurious, immersive Martian adventure without ever leaving your home. With a 26-month virtual journey, you'll embark on a 7-month interstellar voyage aboard the Starship Galileo. You'll spend a year at a high-end resort on Mars, and then you'll return for another 7-month journey back to Earth, all while enjoying cutting-edge safety systems, full medical suites, and gravity-simulating comfort. There's several packages you can choose from for your trip to Mars. There's a level A luxury suite. There's level B with your classic journey with a work exchange program. It's just really, really, really cool. Our resort destinations, we have several. We have Olympus Mons. We have Valles Marineris. I still don't know how NASA pronounces it. But we offer breathtaking landscapes, popular excursions like lava tube exploration, crater treks, and more. It's more than a virtual getaway, though. It's an ultimate disconnect, a way to explore and make your mark on human history. Hundreds of 5-star reviews rave about the perfect blend of relaxation, adventure, and imagination. One guest called it the perfect mix of relaxation and exploration. Highly recommend. So, are you ready to make your interplanetary travel a reality? Well, head to redplanetresorts.com and use the promo code non-professional development at checkout, and you get 20% off your Martian journey today. Who says you can't be chasing your dreams just a little out of this world?
Important and old, you need to keep safe from humidity and mold? Worried about your tools getting rusty from air that's wet and musty? If you have any box, bin, or cases where dankness could lead to stankness, you need a Dry Tote. Dry Tote is a reusable solution that keeps your totes totally dry. Dry Tote's uber dry silica beads can literally suck a shot glass worth of water right out of the air. Just a simple packet that totally sucks. Humidity, that is. And each Dry Tote comes with this little wetness indicator that tells you when it's sucked up all the humidity it can, and it just can't suck no more. Then you recharge it. No, Carl from North Dakota, you don't plug it in. You toss it in the microwave or leave it in the sun until that color turns back to blue. Dry Tote keeps your stuff drier than a Mormon bishop on a Sunday.
What the heck, hon? This isn't root beer.
Oh, hello. Oh, it's the Atacama Desert. You know, the driest desert in the world? They want their dryness back. But you don't need the Atacama deserts. You can get your own dryness at drytote.com. Buy them in packs of 5 to 50 and drop them in your boats, RVs, totes, bins, boxes, basements, closets, safes, toolboxes, ammo boxes, holes with foxes, camera cases, gear cases, and just about any places. Drytote.com. Keep your stuff a totes dry.
And welcome back to the episode. Definitely
We
want to
do.
just.
We do need to do that.
Yeah, we do. Shout out to Dave's friend Britt for just answering the call to service in the middle of a podcast that she didn't know she was on.
So I met her in my very first professional development ever. You know how they
Oh, that's-
start? You know how they start new teachers like a week before school starts?
Oh, you have to wait. You
Like
have to
a
say,
week-
you should
a
save
week
these
before
stories
that?
because we have this coming up. You should save this story. We got this coming up for sure.
Okay.
It's a great story. It's a funny.
No.
Oh, then you can
I just
tell.
met her.
Oh,
I met her.
at a-
I met her at a professional development. I walk into the room and there's 40 people in this gigantic room.
Yeah.
I sat next to the pretty girl.
Naturally.
We became best friends. I just
love
performed her
that.
wedding up in Maine.
Oh, that's the one
Yeah.
you did. Oh, cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, shout out to Britt. Congratulations for getting married. And hey, we checked off the box to some usable content. So if you don't want to,
Yeah,
if you don't want to use parentheses anymore, 2 dashes will do the trick as long as you use it for the whole research paper. Don't go back and forth, people. English teachers, at us for this. I think it's time on that note to get into
On that
another
note,
segment. Yeah.
or leaving that note.
Yeah, leaving that one behind on your summer camp sea ship is let's do some Ted's Time Machine.
Is that killing
I
it?
got another stunner from my days growing up.
Hey, Mark, did you guys ever drink gasoline as part of initiation in the 4th grade? Because we did that out in the woods. What?
I mean, yeah, I mean,
Dude, your
I wouldn't put
school,
it past
man.
yeah, my school system. Shout out to them, man.
We went to
Great.
I went to like a normal high school and
Not
normal
me.
school system.
Well, you might have had this. I think last week we had one that like we were a little bit on board with. So
Yeah.
this one's good because I don't know about you, but they
Me
harped
neither.
on safety a lot when I was in school.
Yeah.
There were all sorts like it's not like today, obviously we have like
Peacock
different drills.
safety. Yeah.
Wait,
You
well,
remember
they
the
did
peac-
have to
Remember the peacock safety? Yeah.
well, they did have to talk to us about the peacocks because they didn't want elementary school kids trying to socialize with them because they did bite. I think. I was too scared. I don't like birds. I think maybe that's where that fear came from. But no, safety drills, right? So like we had fire, like they still obviously we do fire drills and stuff now. But like when I did fire drills in elementary school, like they made us crouch and
By the
like,
way-
cover our mouths from the smoke.
By the way, like statistically, no one's ever died in a fire in a school in the entire United States ever.
Is that because of fire drills or because the buildings are made out of
I'm gonna guess
Stone.
because,
fire drills? Probably safety drills.
or I'm gonna guess because if there's 40 people in a room, no one's gonna stay there and watch the fire. People die in fires when they're asleep at night. They don't.
I mean, you just talked about my school and what we do. Like, so maybe this
Yeah,
is
that's
why we
fair.
had the drills.
Continue on.
So another drill that was like big in my day was stop, drop, and roll.
There's like countless memes on this.
Oh, like
We have. Do you still have? We have fire blankets in our class.
yeah, I have one,
fire blankets,
and it has on
I'm
it.
supposed to tackle a child with this blanket
Yep.
and put them out with a blanket.
Yeah, no, and it has right on there. It says like
By the way,
If
that
you can't
blanket
get into
feels
the
like
blanket-
the blanket feels like my old sweater.
like
Like it's that.
that
it's
gives me
that-
context.
yeah,
That
now
gives
you know
me
exactly
context,
what
yeah.
it feels like.
But
Yeah.
no, like stop, drop. So it even says like on my box with the fire blanket says like if you can't wrench this open because you're fully engulfed in flames, stop, drop, and roll. But like they put such an emphasis on this stop, drop, and roll. I'll never
I have
forget.
no idea
They
where these types of accidents are happening.
That's
like
what I'm
even in
saying.
an industrial lab, like even imagine like you work for 3M, all right? You're dealing with
caustic, flammable
or yeah,
stuff.
you're dealing with adhesives, like some insane thing, and now you have sticky flammable tar on you, right? And it ignites. Okay, I could see that being a problem.
Or
right?
maybe like if you
But,
drive
like, if
a
you're-
tanker truck of gasoline, that maybe this should be in the training if you crash or
dude,
whatever.
if you drive a tanker truck full of gasoline, then blanket ain't gonna save you, man. I mean, blanket's
Fair.
not gonna save the 80 cars on 95. Like
That's fair too.
like that melts the bridge.
But no, but to your point,
hey, Mark, that bridge looks like it's gonna collapse. Do you have that blanket? Paul, get the blanket.
did anybody tell him to stop, drop, and roll?
No, the one that's itchy. Looks like an ugly sweater. Jeez.
It's near the deer on the side of the road.
Can you imagine a firefighter's carrying a blanket?
But speaking of firefighters,
Like
they
it
would
wasn't
come
like
in-
one of those metal ones, like the
No.
metallic ones. Like
Yeah.
like they actually carry a blanket.
but they would come in to my school. They had the fire
they?
department come in. The fire department.
Oh, can you imagine being that firefighter?
You
right?
had to come in and do
Slept
stop,
all
drop,
night
and roll.
long, right? Put out a house fire 3 days ago. Like maybe, just, your morning breakfast. And then I got to stop myself. But your morning breakfast, but then comes in and it's like, all right, let's go teach some third graders how to roll on the ground.
Let's not forget though where Ted grew up.
Yeah,
They were not full time. They were not full time. They were volunteers.
Yeah, so you had the guy who just cooked breakfast at the diner up the road. He's like, I got to go do the stop, drop, and roll demonstration. But they would talk to us.
He's
and
the
this
guy
is-
that needs it.
Probably.
He's working in a diner. They're like, grease fire. They got
But they
Why is
made
that
it-
blanket
I'm
there?
telling you, and maybe if you grew up in a school that had this training, they had my entire third grade class believing that not once in my life, not twice in my life, Old English, not thrice in my life, but that multiple times in my life, I might find myself in a scenario that I'm fully engulfed in flames and must roll around frantically on the ground.
This is constant. There's a million of these memes and videos on the internet, and I still don't understand how administrators and I know administrators don't have a choice. It's the fire marshals, it's the town, it's the fire departments. They have to,
But there's no research of how many third graders are catching on fire a year?
They enforce these codes. They're like, well, that's why, right? But let's be serious. Like, at no point they're like, perhaps we should reevaluate. It's 2025. Let's reevaluate our school safety procedures. Do we need this anymore?
Right.
The answer is no.
Can you look up how many third graders spontaneously combusted in the last 20 years?
Don't Google that. But anyway, so
Nope.
But what do you need? You're right though. Like nobody's looking at this going, maybe we don't need to scare the third graders into thinking they're going to catch on fire.
Just so it's like
I think it's
impressionable.
Well, that's true. So to Mark's point, we have not forgotten.
Oh, good one.
This is a lot.
we have not forgotten the aforementioned rolling on the ground.
I still know how to stop, drop, and roll.
I do. I'll do it right now. Ready?
Yeah.
All right.
For all our audio listeners,
All right, ready?
Dave is demonstrating what I learned in third grade of how to stop, drop, and roll. If you were to ever
I just want you to know, if I accidentally
catch on fire
on the ground while doing
I
this,
got an itchy blanket
just throw
up in the closet
no,
upstairs.
No, throw the water on me. I don't want to do that. Ready?
No, I'm going to get a fire extinguisher.
I'm on fire!
See, I don't know if that would have put
I hit my head on the chair.
I don't know if that would have put you out.
I got a giant welt on my head.
All right. So stop, drop, and roll training. We checked that off.
I'm suing.
The owners have no money, so it doesn't matter. So we do, dry you off. So yeah, that was my Ted's time machine. If you had stop, drop, and roll training in your school, and it was as electric as mine with the volunteer firefighter.
I don't understand why they don't have more.
This would be a part of your day. Like they would stop class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Hey,
they said the fire
drop, and roll.
department's here today. We are going to teach you a super invaluable lesson in fire safety. And it was stop, drop, and roll.
Super invaluable lesson.
I remember
It is something that you're going to need in your life. Got to know this skill. And they brought the fire department in, and they're like,
I don't
you never
understand
know
why they never
when
did
you're going to catch on fire.
But yet I never did a fire extinguisher training, which I feel like is far more valuable.
No.
Far more valuable.
Well, you know what?
I
Yeah,
do
I didn't
it
think.
with my
I mean,
students,
I
but it's
assume they
like
probably didn't want
dry
third
chem
graders,
everywhere.
ripping off fire extinguishers in
It
the
is
middle of
pretty
the
fun.
school. It is. But
throwing a blanket
We
on each
actually
other, that's fine.
removed fire extinguishers from my job
I don't know if that's a good idea.
because the purpose is just to evacuate, not to have someone stay inside trying to put out a fire.
I have a CO2 fire extinguisher that I've used many times on my electronics equipment at home because it doesn't destroy it, just puts out the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only had to let off one fire extinguisher, and it was when I was cooking, and I still didn't catch on fire. I still didn't have to stop, drop, and roll. I lit my parents' stove on fire cooking bacon because I tried to use a flat top thing, and when I went to go move the grease, I lit the whole thing on fire. And I used the fire extinguisher, but sure enough, didn't have to put that stop, drop, and roll to the test. So, I mean, I don't want to have to. I'm just saying.
I can't think of a time where it would be. Yeah, I feel like it's probably pretty rare.
Yeah. Well, on that, we
there's
have
more
to talk
that?
about. No, I'm done with stop, drop, and roll.
All right. Thank God.
But we have to talk, unfortunately. It is August, which means for a lot of teachers, most of us, if not all of us, this upcoming week is probably our last full week off for the summer.
Yep.
And then we are looking down the pipe of going back.
It.
No, I always like
miss
going
the
back.
Kids.
Me too. But what I don't, it's not that I don't like it. I don't mind professional development.
Oh my God! Do you have all those web videos? Like you got to take bloodborne pathogens
Every year, buddy. Yep, I gotta get my bloodborne pathogens and my lockout tag out so I don't electrocute myself.
Some of them are good. Some of the
they should put stop, drop, and roll in those trainings.
I am gonna recommend that
every year. You got to take
so
your
they always
stop,
have
drop,
that
and roll.
suggestion box.
Yeah.
Like I forgot how to stop, drop, and roll.
You got to
Add
put
this
that
to
into
the PD.
professional development.
Oh my God, I'm doing that. Everybody should do that.
Yeah.
Everybody petition your admin if there's a suggestion box at the end. Or how
Everybody.
can we improve this lesson? Say
Add stop,
it
drop,
would
and
have
roll.
really been nice if we added stop, drop, and roll refresher.
Yeah, a refresher.
Refresher.
As if all the instructions to do it aren't in the name. You actually, I watched
Like
you.
lockout, tag out.
I don't know. I watched you. You might need a refresher.
Yeah, I hit my head.
So
I definitely would have burned.
So, and I want to preface this. This is not me being negative because I want to 100% shout
my
out
hand's
how
hovering over the buzzer.
Yeah.
So.
If I get close, tell me. But it's not. It's. I give a ton of props to the people that have to come in and present professional development. Why? Because you have to present to a room of 100 people who've just been off for the last 9.5 weeks. And now,
I'm gonna caveat that.
you know,
I'm gonna caveat that.
It's
that
tough.
Is almost impossible not to hit the buzzer. In fact, you might as well just hover your hand over it because you're gonna hit it. All right, but wait until I say it.
Okay.
right? But no, hover your hand.
okay.
But
I got to get my mic
it's
close.
it's gonna happen. I have to say it.
Okay.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Except there are people such as yourself and I who are motivated, energetic, excited, and then there are those who haven't taught in 20 years and just want to get paid. Thank you. All right, moving on.
Moving on. But so my point is the PD people, first of all, they have a hard job. They have to come in and jazz up a whole room full of people who haven't woken up to an alarm clock in the last 9.5 weeks.
And they try with the group things which nobody wants to do.
So
it
that's
is
funny.
tough.
So
it's very tough.
But so that's the funny
Where they
thing I
play
want to
the
talk
same
about.
video.
It's always the same video. But it's always the same group activities. And I want to ask our listeners, do you have the same? It's like, all right, you need to get your elbow partner ready.
Oh, no, mine are different.
Oh, so we got elbow partner where you got to you got to touch
No.
elbows with somebody and that's who you talk to. And that's horrific at 7:03 in the morning.
They give you like this little slip of paper that has like a question on it, and you have to go find somebody and ask them a question. And
oh,
then
yeah,
you,
I've done
and
that
then
one.
you give them yours, and you take theirs.
How about the posters around the room and you have to physically get up and like go
and,
find?
oh,
You
the
got to
sticky notes.
the
and you put
sticky notes on the board.
I like that one.
That's a good one.
I like that.
So all the PD games, but here's the biggest thing that
We
always
could design one
do a
based
great-
on our previous employment.
yeah.
Like imagine this, all right, Mark. Imagine this, all right. So we have a room of. Imagine you have a room of 100 teachers, right? They've all been off. They're sitting in their little quad tables because that's all you have, or the 6-person tables, right? Whatever. We flashbang the room.
Love
right?
it. Wake them up.
The admin comes rope rappelling through the windows, right? It says, "Welcome to 2024."
Flip the lights
Yep,
off.
There's like the WWE style flames, everything like that. Some of the curtains catch on fire. Mark.
One person
Mark,
has to stop, drop, and roll.
yes, we've demonstrated stop, drop, and roll. Another person, they
got hit with the glass,
they
so
cut
bloodborne
themselves, and then
pathogens.
bloodborne pathogens. We will crank out all of the lockout, tag out. Yeah, we're not.
Well, because the guy who flipped the lights wasn't doing it, and he got flown across the room.
We can literally tackle all of these. The only one I don't see being as part of that is the naloxone training.
Yeah,
But
no, that
perhaps there's a way. Maybe Mary gets scared and
well,
just
the
pumps
seizure
one in. That seems odd, but
the seizure the seizure trading because all the lights.
Yeah, the seizure trading.
You know?
You don't tell me that we can get every single one of the PD things done. Get this in 2 hours in the most high intense, high energy thing that nobody will ever forget. Why are we not hired? Why are we doing the circuit?
Yeah, literally, we're gonna rip the circuits at the school.
You realize the lawsuits that would come after a flashbang. Forget everything else.
That's
just the flashbang.
Just the flashbang in the
No,
middle of
just
the
like
room.
on the sign-in for the PD day. Just Put a little
It's
waiver
not.
where
It's
no
actually,
one actually reads.
it's the sticky note over it, and it just says sign in, but it's a sticky note. It says it's really waiver, but we put the sticky note. It says sign in.
Everybody signs in and they get earmuffs. They get that. They get the like the shooting range earmuffs. It's like leave these on. You'll see why. It's like that's weird.
The one guy who comes in who has some like
and then
seizure issues. You're like, here's these dark sunglasses, buddy. Keep them on.
Somebody that doesn't wear the stupid ear protection, and they're literally on the floor, like, what's going on? You know, like they feel like
at lunch they're screaming at everybody because they can't hear anything.
Yeah.
That's much better than what I had planned for this PD thing. But
I could definitely see that should be our future career. It's after
just.
Like we
are
are
high intensity professional development.
There you go. High intensity PDs. HIPD.
What do you want to learn?
HIPD.
But every single one doesn't matter what we're doing.
Doesn't matter what you're teaching.
Always starts with a flashbang in the middle of the room.
Or something like that's like super dramatic. You know, like a crash through the ceiling tiles because we were doing it wrong. We're hanging upside down from a rope.
OSHA ones, yeah. So the
know?
OSHA that you
like
just come
like in the movie
through.
Boondock Saints. You know, like they always need rope. You know.
Yeah.
But
I think that's high PD dash PD.
Yes. See?
Right.
Oh my God!
We're on to some. Forget the podcast, buddy.
We're going.
We're shooting for the moon.
Ugly sweater made out of that stop, drop, roll blanket. And we're good.
The one thing we have to keep though.
I'm doing that. That's for next pod. I'm gonna go cut one of those things up and make a sweater out of it.
I love that.
Be the old like medieval style stitching with
the
yarn.
one thing, leather,
because that's all I know how to do from like fourth grade
from home ec class.
Yes.
Yeah,
I missed
that's a
that.
throwback. But the one thing we have to keep in high intensity PD, because all the PD people do this, and it always makes me laugh because it's just so, it's funny, but it's awkward, is they all, I feel like all of them aspire somewhere deep inside to be a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
Because they always test their material on you.
You're right.
Like the first thing they're like, hey, how you doing? My name's, it's always Gregory. I'm Gregory from, somewhere in Colorado.
Yes, they're always from Colorado.
I'm from Boulder, Colorado.
Yeah.
And I
is that
teach,
like the land of retired teachers? Like,
or like or maybe that's where we make our training grounds for high PD.
Oh.
But
like the Secret Service.
Yeah. They always come out with like, I'm like, he's gonna do it. And so I was sitting next to one of my buddies beginning of last school year.
They
I
do
was
that armpit fart, don't they?
I wish, because that'd be better.
I would watch that.
I go, he's gonna do it. And he goes, what's he gonna do? And I'm like, just watch. He's gonna test out his B-roll comedy club material on us. And he's like, no way. And I said, here he goes. And he goes, hi, I'm Gregory from Boulder, Colorado. And we both were like, they're always from Boulder. And he's like, this morning when I left the airport, and I was like, here it comes, dude.
Yep.
And he's like, what's with Connecticut traffic? And I'm like, here we go.
Yeah, you're right.
And it's always state specific comedy. He's like, so what about hot dogs in Connecticut, huh? Pizza and hot dogs.
Yeah.
Let's do PD.
Yeah, you're right.
And I'm like,
you're right.
no, let's.
You're right.
And every time.
Yeah.
So if you're a PD person, first of all, we love you.
Or at least
I'll hit myself.
No, you got to get some good jokes though. Like there's.
All of whatever training grounds they have you out in Boulder,
just pass out
Colorado.
fortune cookies.
Or that's a good idea.
I do this thing with my students as a joke. So Mark, I go to the Chinese food restaurant, and they love me there because I'm there all the time. I get like a big bag of fortune cookies, right? I go in the class, I hand them all out, and I say, all right, everybody, open them up, but don't crack the cookie yet. So they open them all up. So they're all holding the cookie. I go, all right, here's the thing. I go, start talking with the person next to you. I go, at any random point, crack that cookie, and without pre-reading it, just read what's on the fortune and keep going as if nothing happened in your sentence. Just play it off.
See,
as if
that's a good PD
as
activity.
If it's part of your conversation. Dude, it's funny. You're like, so Ted, how was your day today? Because the next time you will see luck.
That's funny.
And they look at you like, and you have to like just play it off without laughing.
How many of them accidentally flip it over and they're
your
like,
lucky numbers?
Yeah, your lucky numbers.
They all do it. I'd say a couple of them do that intentionally. It's kind of funny. But like, I don't know, just like there's other icebreakers that are like a little bit.
The opening comedy sketch gets me every time because I always see where it's coming. They're like, who's ever flown out of Bradley Airport before? I'm like, oh, here we go. It's gonna be a Bradley Airport joke.
Self-deprecating humor though. Like I'm the guy that would like I would have a custodian up front like mopping, and I would come in, hey everybody,
you would go the Dick Van Dyke comedy.
I'd break a hip. They'd have to bring in the ambulance, and I'd do the entire PD from the stretcher. Before they take me out, everybody, just
get to your elbow, partner, and
some more. Can I have some more Dilaudid? Before I leave here, you all today, I want you to take something with you. I want you to remember this one thing, please. Before I go. Stop, drop, and roll.
I almost feel like right there, that's a perfect end to this podcast. Have a good day, everybody. That was was great.
Good luck if this is your first week of school.
Thank you guys for watching this episode or tuning in. Please make sure you check us out wherever you get your podcasts, Apple, Spotify. Follow us on YouTube. Smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button. Notify yourself when we're going to be on.
Give us all the stars. It helps us. It really helps us.
Please give us all the reviews and the stars over on Apple and Spotify. And Yelp for sure.
Is that a podcast review?
I think it might be. But thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you next week.
Dude, that was a good one. That is
the way you ended it was so good.
That is the best episode. The whole episode was funny. Dude, like, that's the episode, like, I want to show everybody I know. Like, that's fucking gold.
And before I leave you,
From a
just remember,
stretcher.
before I remember one thing, stop, drop, and roll.